What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're going to be highlighting some of our attacks from this week's CWL. As you guys can see here, we didn't have the best of weeks. We have 3 wins, 3 losses. We're in War 7 right now, and we're kind of just scrapping to survive in the middle of our group. If you guys have been following along with this, we've been in Champs 2 trying to work our way up to Champs 1, and it's just not going to happen this month. We're actually warring the #1 clan this war right now, Yangon United. They have been putting up some crazy numbers and just really dominating our whole group. Meanwhile, we've been okay, but we just haven't really been able to convert on some of these time fails we've had, which is unfortunate, but that happens sometimes, and we've lost some really close wars. But what we're going to do today is we're going to highlight some of our 3-star attacks. Today, we're going to focus on the air attacks that we've had 3 stars with this CWL. And then tomorrow, what I'll do is we'll talk about the ending of the group, and then we will show off our ground attacks, which so far have all been Yeti smashes. So we'll focus on the Yeti smash, talk about how it works, why it works, all that kind of stuff. So really simple, right, straightforward to the point. We're going to show off air 3 stars today, ground 3 stars tomorrow, and kind of go from there. Now, I will be streaming tonight, and I'll be doing my attack live on stream. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube, on Twitch, and over on Facebook, all at Clash Bashing on all of those. So if you guys want to tune in and check those out, definitely stop by and show that love. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. I always appreciate when you guys do that. Don't forget to use code BASH. Remember, that expires every 7 days. And then let's go with today's comment keyword of the day. Let's go with CWL. Throw that down there in the comments, and I'll try to go through and heart a bunch of you guys. Today's video a little bit later than normal. My neighbor decided to mow his yard at 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. You might actually still hear him going, but he's not so close to my window now. It's crazy. Ridiculous. Let me go ahead and let's hop right into it, guys. Oh, let me shout out a few of you guys from yesterday. And like I said, I always appreciate it when you guys comment the keyword of the day. And then let's go ahead, let's hop into that first replay. Like I said, we'll show off the air attacks today, which mostly I want to show off my lovely electrons, and then we'll show off the ground attacks tomorrow. So if you guys saw the community post from yesterday, you guys know that I wanted to show off my electron triples. I've had a couple of those this week, but what I did on this base right here is I'm going to pull out the clan castle here with a couple balloons on this cannon, and then we're going to hero dive in on these sides. I want to take out the royal champion as close to the air defenses as possible, take out the queen, the air defense as possible, and then we're going to electron right in through here and try to take out as much of that stuff as possible as well. So let's go ahead and hop right into the replay. We'll kind of see all this kind of unfold here as it's working. So here comes that balloon. Now, the one unfortunate thing, I was hoping this would be like an ice golem or like a hound CC, something I wouldn't really have to deal with. So the fact that I had to deal with that baby dragon kind of threw me off. So I got a couple sneaky gobs, and they're just funneling out some of these buildings right here, as you can kind of see. And then I'm going to use that baby dragon just to funnel to make sure that my heroes are going to push right up and through this way here. Now, this baby dragon really throws me off and kind of changes my whole plan. Originally, I was going to have the queen go on this side, but it actually works out better that the queen comes on the top side here due to that baby dragon. So I'm going to send my king down here to make sure that I take out that royal champion. I'm going to send the ice golem Pekka over here to deal with the queen. But since the baby dragon circled back, I sent the queen right over on this side just to make sure I got that baby dragon out and then get the queen there. So the king goes ahead and takes out the royal champion. All that stuff's working, so we're going to go ahead and send in the blimp for the electron, rage up clone, and we're going to get some pretty nice value out of the electron here. Check this out, guys. We get the eagle out, we get those scatters out, like really nice value. We get the air defense there on the backside, and that sets up our funnel pretty nicely for our Lalo to come in on the backside. Now, I wanted the royal champion to get a little bit more. I should have put her on the cannon. I wanted her to get that cannon out, but I kind of misplaced her, so that's my own fault right there. You see that E-Drag still alive down here doing some work. I'm going to use that sneaky galb right there just to start cleaning up some of the percent, just to make sure I have enough percent so the town hall is activated, which I thought I'd be fine, but it's always better to be safe than sorry on that. We're going to go ahead and take out those few buildings right over here. That way the balloons are going to path towards the town hall. We don't want them going along this side, which those defenses could have made that happen. So we'll have a nice push right up into the middle of the base, freezing the town hall, keeping it frozen. I'm going to go ahead and hit that warden ability as all those air bombs are coming up. and the Town Hall falls down. I was a little bit late on the ward ability. I was trying to hit it, but I kind of missed a little bit. And then we just have a pack of loons to get through the backside of this base. And I think what saves this right here is this balloon split. Check this out. The balloons split up in 3 different ways so that the wizard towers don't just crush them. So that helped out quite a bit. And then we'll have the balloons circle back, take down that cannon, and we will be in business from there, guys. So that was probably my best attack of the week. Like I said, I want to show off the Electron triples. We've had some nice E-Drag triples. We even had a nice Dragbat triple for you guys that we're going to show off here today. So there we go. The first triple, the Electron Lalo. One of my favorite attacks in the game. You guys know I've been practicing this a ton, and it's finally, like, I'm starting to see some of that paying off here. So a really nice 3-star on my first attack. Next up, we're gonna have Skeens coming in with some E-Drags, and he doesn't do anything fancy, guys. He just funnels out, send those E-Drags right up the middle of the base, and just wrecks this one. As you can see here, it was like a 2-minute replay, just under 2 minutes, and the E-Drags are starting to work a lot more because a lot of these bases are built to defend like Yetis and Hybrid, even not so much of the Lalo these days, because, you know, a lot of people are using ground armies, so you'll see all these bows right here. All the bows in the core of this base are all on ground, so the E-Drags aren't going to be targeted by those, obviously. So he's got the Slammer coming in the back end there. We got the Warden ability hit there for the E-Dragons as the Town Hall falls, and then he's just going to run through this one. And man, this was really well executed here by Skeens. We got the nice freeze on the scatter shot and air defense through the back end on that side. Goes ahead and freezes that air defense there. We got the Dragons working with the heroes over here on the bottom left side. And then this one just works out really nicely. Like I said, not too much to say about it. There wasn't anything complicated. He did a little bit of funneling, threw the E-Dragons in, and got the 3-star. He's going to go ahead and send that Royal Champion over there on the 3 o'clock side to take out the air defense, weaken down that Inferno. She's not going to quite get the Inferno, but she gets the air defense down. And man, that is huge. We do catch a Seeking Air Mine there on the Warden, but look at this. The Queen still got her ability. He's still got, what, 5 E-Drags there? Maybe 4 E-Drags. Yeah, it looks like 4 E-Drags and a Baby Dragon, so still plenty up here. The King's actually going to tank the single here, and man, Skeens has been crushing with the E-Drags. He actually had 2 E-Drag triples. You'll see the other one a little bit later in the video. Now watch the chain value here, guys. As these E-Dragons get to the storage, check out the chain value. Getting down the Inferno, getting down the Archer Tower. Man, what a great attack here by Skeens. And then the Queen still got her ability, so she's going to be able to get through. But look at that chain right there, getting to that air defense. He can't beat the E-Drag chain value sometimes. Absolutely crushing it, getting that last air defense down. Seeking Air Mine goes off, but it doesn't matter. The attack's over. Skeens tripling with the E-Drags. We're going to go ahead, we're going to check out a Dragbat attack next, which was really, really clean as well. All right, guys, so this is Lalo. He's going to come in with the Dragbat. So what he's going to do is he's going to funnel out down here, and really he's just going to set a nice funnel. He's going to send the Dragons right up through the middle of the base, and then bat on the backside. And this one worked out really nicely. This was our War 1, actually. So starting us off really early with a good Dragbat triple, like, I was feeling pretty good, to be honest. Like, I think we had 3 triples this war and we still lost it, which, I mean, 3 triples isn't amazing, but we had 3 triples like out of our maybe first 3 or 4 attacks, so I thought we were feeling pretty nice, but we came up a little bit short. So Queen's gonna dive in here to take out the scatter shot right here. Royal Champion's gonna work in on this side to take out the air defense and as much of the defenses as possible. Gonna go ahead and throw in the balloons there to help the funnel. Queen goes ahead and gets that air defense down, and then from there, all the balloons are gonna come in with all of the dragons, send the Warden in, and they're gonna have a nice path right up through the middle of this base to go ahead and wreck through it. So really, man, I like this one quite a bit. And then he's got the blimp for the back end of the base, which you'll see coming in here momentarily. I like this one. This one was really well executed by Lalo. So here we come. Here comes the blimp coming in right over towards the single Inferno and the air defense right there. We're going to have balloons and a dragon coming out of the blimp as well. And as you can see there, we only have a few splash defenses left. We only have the scatter shot right there, which is going to get frozen. And then we have that wizard tower right there. So the bats are going to be able to get pretty good value using the bats to make sure he takes down that single Inferno. That way the single doesn't wreck all the dragons. Goes ahead and freezes that wizard tower as the bats are kind of approaching over here, and then another freeze on that wizard tower. But look at that, the bats get the air defenses down, the eagle's eventually going to go down, and that's really good bat value. The bats didn't absolutely like crush or anything like that, but they got so many of the key defenses out that it made this really successful. I guess they did kind of crush because they took out a lot of key defenses. They took out the Eagle, they took out air defense, they took out single Inferno. So I guess the bats were pretty crucial on the back end of this, but you see plenty left here to get this 3-star. The bats did fizzle out, but a really nice attack here from Kalo, getting the triple, getting the 3-star with the Dragbat. And Dragbat's really strong right now, guys. We're seeing a lot of bad attacks coming back into the meta right now. All right, guys, we're going to circle back here. We're going to come in with another Electron here. Now, one of the big things that helped me out on this one was I used the Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A to go ahead and take the queen out. The queen was able to be accessed through this wall right here, not through the wall, but over the wall as she was kind of circling out. So I used an Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A combo and take that queen right down, and then I'm going to support it with a wizard just to help take down some of those defenses. But being able to get that queen out for that sheep was really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and Electron in this area, get as much down as possible. I want to get that Royal Champion down as well, which you'll see the E-Drag's going to go ahead and target her. I really wanted this air defense down as well, but you see it just does not quite go down. E-Drag does get the Royal Champion down, and then the balloons work through the backside. I really wanted that air defense down. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to send the Royal Champion in over here just to try to get that air defense down. And I'm going to dive in the heroes over here to try to get this air defense out. And actually the king ends up getting this air defense eventually. He takes his time, but he eventually gets there. And then we're going to Lalo from the backside, finishing on the town hall, which was a little bit risky, but since we had the queen taken out, it wasn't as big of a risk, I felt. So this one, they came together. I have 3-star bases like this before, so I felt pretty comfortable with this plan, and that's why I ran it like this. Again, you see the ground bows here, guys. I think only one of the bows was on air for this base, so whenever I see that, I try to look and see if there's a way that I can Electron it, or if we can run like dragons or something at it, and this just happened to work out pretty nicely. So I try to make sure I get those balloons, taking out that archer tower down here. That way the balloons don't path awkwardly. We want them going towards the town hall, and then we're going to freeze up those scatter shots. Like I said, the king did get that air defense down over there, and then we're just going to work in here. And I have to hit that warden ability. I did misplace that freeze right, or that haste right there. That was meant to be a freeze, but misplaced the haste. Well, luckily, we still had enough to get through here. I'm going to go ahead and poison those air skellies. Got the tornado trap coming through on the back end. And look at that. The hound does not get popped on this one, which actually helps out quite a bit. And then we just have these last few Teslas. And it's going to be a pretty nice little run at the base, guys. So a little bit dicey near the town hall. I misplaced that haste, but ends up working out in my favor. Look at all those balloons. We got plenty of cleanup. Luckily, nothing popped the hound immediately, which that could have been a little bit annoying for the Lalo, having to deal with a popped hound. But look at that. Last cannon's going to go down, and the balloons are going to be able to take out all those storages. And then you'll see the pups and minions go work on that hound, which by the time that hound goes down, it's too late. The attack is basically over, so not a big deal here, as I got the 3-star with another Electron Lalo. We didn't have a ton of air 3-stars, but we did have enough that I wanted to show off with some of them in this video here. So a nice one there. If you guys are wondering why I had sneaky goblins rather than like wall breakers or something on my first attack, I sneaky gobbed out the clan castle. I just missed a little bit on that attack. I think it was like a 90%, but I still missed. Let's go ahead and check out another E-Drag hit from Skeens. All right, so again, Skeens not doing anything fancy with the E-Dragons. Look at how short this replay is. 1 minute, 20 seconds, less than that by the time he starts the attack. And these E-Drags are gonna get insane value. 1 minute, 15 seconds by the time he starts it. And look, just simply throwing the E-Dragons in, raging up the balloons, raging through here, hitting that warden ability nice and early on time there. That way nothing gets taken out too fast from all the scatter shots in the town hall and all that kind of stuff. Good freeze there on the scatter, but look at this, guys. Crushes right through there. We got the stone slammer coming through the top side. We got the heroes going to walk along that top perimeter. And the chain value on this base was insane. And a very nice use of the freeze spells to make sure that he kept freezing that single and that air defense right in this area to keep those E-Drags up. But look at this. The E-Drags crush it. Oh, man. I think Skeens has found his calling with the E-Drags here late in these wars. So, man, this one, I can't believe how fast this one was. 1 minute 15. Oh, nice attack here from Skeens. Look at that. Crushing through there. Still have this Queen's ability. The Royal Champion's ability wasn't even really necessary either, but enough to get through this base in a hurry. You gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. Even has the swag poison in there. Bringing the poison just as a safety net in case any like witches or anything comes out. So Skeen's absolutely crushing that base with the E-Dragons. You can see his comp right there. A very nice attack. So like I said, guys, we've had kind of a rough week. You know, lots of ups and downs, but you know, it happens from time to time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Like I said, we'll be streaming tonight. We should have plenty of live attacks on the stream, including my own live attack in this war. So if you guys want to stop by, be about 8 p.m. Eastern time, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, don't forget to keep on clash bashing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads of mine. And if you did happen to miss yesterday's video, you can check it out right over there.